Hello everyone from Web Design Fundamentals, or whoever stumbles across this tutorial. Ad, one of you guys from class asked me how to use Qt News and how to install it and when to use it and how to customize it and all that good stuff, because you guys saw how long it took me to code out my website, and a reason it took me such a short time was because I made it dynamic and integrated with Qt News. Therefore, I only have one index file, and this is it. This is all that's in it. And this is the dynamic piece of PHP code that runs Qt News and makes my website dynamic. So it pulls in other pages. As you'll see, my site folder, where my pages are stored, they're just basic HTML pages. There's nothing special to them at all. They have a little bit of styling because of the div they're in and the p tag attached to them, and that's pretty much it. So I'll show you guys how to use Qt News really quick, how to post with it before we install it. So right now everything's running on Qt News, and we have an option for full stories, so there's a click here to read more, and it goes to a full story page. And I will also show you guys how to post with it when it's installed. Wrong one. So this is the dashboard of Qt News. It's pretty straightforward. You can add news, edit news, you have your options, your help, and your logout. So let's add some news. And if you ever worked with a WordPress environment or any type of blog, this is pretty straightforward. You have your title. And right here you have your short story. And if short story is used for if your posts aren't going to be that long, or you want a little excerpt so people have the option to read more if they wanted. And right now we're just going to paste some filler text in. We're going to go source. And I notice how I have my stuff wrapped in p tags, and that is for my CSS styling, because without them it would look kind of funny. And change this up. I'm going to go to add news, and we'll go to the site. Oops, a little bit of a glitch. And on the front page, here we go. We have hello, hello, and what I made. So pretty simple and straightforward, easy to do, easy to add news. Say later on, or you wanted to add a full story to it or something. Full story options already there if you go to edit news, and let's post that more. And do little fixes. Sometimes stuff renders in funny when you paste it in. And refresh the page, and now you'll see we'll click here to read more, and we click here to read more, and there we go. We have our full story. So pretty cool, super easy tool to use, and it's very great for small static sites or static sites in general that require a newsfeed or a blog. This is what Qt News is really good for, and I recommend using it. It's just got back into development. It took a lot of time off because WordPress and Drupal became so big, but it's a great alternative when you need something that you could have your client or yourself use as a blog or a news feed and don't know anything about developing in WordPress or Drupal. It's very straightforward. It doesn't require any PHP knowledge. It doesn't require a SQL database. So you can build a site on your host or your local host, and you can completely copy and transfer all the files in an FTP, and it will work no matter where you put it because it doesn't require a database. So any postings that you had or content that you had will automatically transfer over. It's a very, very cool system. So where you get Qt News is qtphp.com, and they recently have a redesigned website, and it's pretty good because it was gone for a very long time. And it tells you everything you really need to know. Quick and easy installation, and I'll run you guys through that. Don't need MySQL. Super easy to use. It has CAPTCHA and anti-flood for spam. If you're a developer, you can develop plugins for it. Visitors have a search option. You can give people different user levels, so admin, editor, subscriber. Everything is automated, and it has a CK editor built into it, which is pretty cool. If you want to get rid of the required by Qt news or powered by Qt management on the bottom of your site, you can professional license. You can also just get rid of that PHP files, but I'm not going to tell you guys how to do that. So it's pretty cool. So you download the project, and we will go to Fire 2 so I can show you guys what it looks like without the news into it. So this is without the news, and there's just a little hello, so the little content div shows up. None of our pages work. So yeah. So to install it, we're just going to go open up our FTP. We're going to find our Qt News wherever you downloaded it, and you're going to upload it, drag it, and upload. And it'll upload, and it'll take probably about a minute, so I'm going to pause. Okay, so it's done uploading, and we go into the folder, and there's all the stuff for it. We don't need to worry about anything. The hard part's done. You can rename this folder anything you want. Like, we'll change it to News. So all the uploading and stuff you got to do through FTP is done. And now we're going to go to Fire2/news or whatever you have, and it's going to give you this install screen. And you're going to create your admin or administrator user. Give it a password. Give it a nickname if you want, and we're going to go install and go. And it's installed. It's that easy to install this. It's going to want you to delete the install file for security reasons. Sometimes it will delete automatically, sometimes it won't. There, it did. And let's go to our site now. You'll notice nothing's changed, even though it's installed. So I'll show you guys that. So we'll go to Edit News, and nothing's there. So let's add news real quick. And let's add the news. So we have a news article in there, and still nothing showing on our website. And the reason is because we don't have anything telling the website where to pull its data from. Qt News is very, very cool for this reason. And if you don't know anything about PHP or that type of stuff, Qt News makes it super simple to get your news feed or your blog feed. You do this by going to Integration and Migration Wizards and integrate news into your site. And you tell it how many active news you want to display. So I want 10. Your template, you can create templates so what users see in your blog area. It comes default with headlines, or just the default. We'll go with default. Headlines is just like the title and click here to read more, I believe. If you have categories, you can pick the categories. You can just pick one to start displaying from. We don't really care. You got show active news only, so only your active news stuff that's published will show up. And your static include, if you know how to use it, it's pretty cool. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go proceed to integration, and it's going to spit you out this code. And this code is what you put into your content area to get the news to display. So we're going to open up our editor, and where our content area is, we want our news to display. We're going to go like this. Most of you guys are probably working with a .html file. So I'm going to show you what happens if you're using HTML. So we're going to save that. And it gave us our code. We did everything right. We have a .html file for an extension, and nothing's going to show up. The reason is because Qt runs on PHP, so therefore your file has to be a .php for it to work. So now, if we go to the site, didn't mean to do that, a window's going to pop up. Better quit that. We refresh the page, and there we go. Our news is now displaying. So it's pretty easy to integrate. All that work we did, super easy. Now you'll notice that it's really ugly looking. It doesn't look good. So it's pretty easy to customize the posting templates to make them look good. And all you're going to do is go to Options, Edit Templates, and it's going to give you your active news, which is the news that's displayed on the site now, and the full story option. We're going to go to active news, and it can look scary if you don't know what's going on. But really, all it is just styling another style, or styling another template, another index file or something, to make it look good. So it has all these divs and styles. I don't use any of that stuff. Oh, before I delete all this, you'll notice there's title and short story, and these are template variables. These are things that you put in so that you don't have to use any PHP code at all. And the whole list is right under template variables. So if you want to display short story, you put this in there. If you want to put short story, you put this in there, or full story. If you want the full link to the full link for full story, or click here to read more, you put that in there. But what I'm going to do is just delete all of this, and I'm going to post my own code from my other website. So it's pretty easy. What I'm doing is I'm making one div for a wrapper that's called news content, and then I'm giving my news title its own class, and I put the template or the title variable in here. I gave my news body, where the news is going to display, its own div, wrapped it with the short story available within it. Then I created my news footer, and I have my click here to read more floating left, and my news footer right with the posted on date right there. So now I'm going to save the changes, and I'm going to look at my website, and boom, it's pretty much styled out. Thank you so much for coming is a little weird because I forgot to wrap it in p variables, or p tags I mean. So I'm going to go into source, and it looks like it already did it. Save changes. There we go. Now it works. And there we go. You could also disable comments in Qt News. I'm going to show you guys how to do that too. You're going to go to System Configurations, and this is all the stuff you need to know. Do you want to use CK Editor? Do you want a UTF a character set? Do you want the time adjustment? All that stuff. You're going to go to Comments, and you can make it so only registered users can post comments, show comments and pop-ups, and all that. Where's what I'm looking for? So now that's set up, and of course, if you need guys to do that, it's not going to automatically style like it did. I have my styling all in my regular style sheet, which is right here, and it's all right here. I made a little area called Qt News Templates, and I'm calling out the news content, my big wrapper for it, setting a width for it, my p tags, telling it how to style my p tags, style my news title, and all that. And it's super easy, and that's all the CSS it took, which isn't very much. So pretty cool to use Qt News. I like it for just that reason. It's so easy to set up. Now, to make pages dynamic, you have to use a special code, and you guys are more than willing to copy this. I got this from a friend years ago and have been using it since then. So you'll delete our little news feed, and I'm going to copy and paste the code. And this is the PHP code. So what this code is doing is pretty simple. It's making X a variable, and it's telling X to get whatever variable attached to it. If it has a variable, it gets rid of it, or anything extra, so you can't get into the upper folders, folders that it's in. Right here it says make X equal hello, so you can control URLs. And if you look at our URLs, you'll notice there's an X right up here, and that X is there, so X equals about HTML, so it's controlling the variables and how it pulls it and how it gets it. And it says site/pages. This is the folder I have my pages in. So if you have your pages in pages folder, you change this to pages. I have all mine in site. And then so if it's there, it includes it, and that's the way to the URL, how we get to the pages. If not, it'll echo a page, a 404 error. Then we've got to change this to whatever folder you have it in. I have mine in a news folder. So I'm going to save this and refresh, and here's my About Us page. So pretty easy, and that's using Qt News.